And speaking about learning, I just like to go back to the word failure, because I just came across a post I made the other day. If you take fail as an acronym, it's the first attempt in learning.
Oh.
And I remember when I saw that. Yeah.
Love it.
It gives me goosebumps even. I saw it yesterday, and I had posted this for students.
Wow.
And it's so true, because I really struggle when I get asked that question, what's your biggest failure? Because I really do view everything as a learning opportunity. They might hurt. They might, expletive suck. But that is how you learn about yourself. That's how you learn how next time not to do something, or what you do like, what you don't like. And so taking the word fail and making it first attempt in learning is so powerful.
Yeah, you've given me shivers, because when I stopped dancing professionally, I actually resigned from the Royal Ballet Company. No one does that. I mean, now everyone does, but back then they didn't. I struggled really badly with that transition, and I remember pinning on my fridge this post-it, and on it said, I will not be scared of failure, or I will not see this as a failure. I was trying really hard to sort of tell myself, you made a decision, a conscious decision, to step away from something which wasn't right for you anymore,
Yes.
which you didn't want to do anymore because the passion had, left.
Yes.
And that does not mean it's failure.
No.
I wanted so much to be happy with what was coming next. But unfortunately, as you know, that doubt and anxiety based on the fact that the unknown is around the corner and you do not know how to tackle it, and you've never experienced it, so you have nothing to sort of compare it with. That's what's making it hard, and that's what's sort of causing depression for some people, causing excess behavior.
And I think the excess behavior is a numbing tactic or technique. It's very common in places like Hong Kong, or very fast-paced lifestyles. I mean, I know, so whether it's food, whether it's the gym, some people become over-obsessive about their training.
Yes, they do.
Don't know when to stop, right? I used to be one of those people like, I hate rest day. I never wanted to stop. I would say yes to all the travel opportunities. Food becomes a comfort for some. There's drugs and alcohol. There's relationships or sex. So no matter what your vice is, that's just a way to kind of hide and numb from that. But I think what's important about what you just said is we need to allow ourselves, have the self-compassion, and give ourselves the space to honor the change and the process. When we switch from being one thing to another, we go through a period of grief and mourning for what we were before. And we have to honor that and let it go. We have to just, let it come up and process the emotions and understand that that's okay. That served us for that time. But now we have new and exciting things coming on the horizon. It's not going to be overnight. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that it is.
It's the long game, isn't it?
It's a long game.
Patience, it's trust, it's confidence, it's reaching out constantly to people like yourself, to friends, family members, your support network. It's true. It's definitely not a magic pill.
No.
That's so cool. I you know what, when I was in Thailand, I read the Tibetan Book of Living and Dying. I don't know if you read that, and I also read the Prophet from Khalil,
I love the Prophet. Yes.
Gibran, and these books are what really helped me transition.
Yeah.
We can't give up, right? Every now is a new now, and we've just got to know that perhaps if we've experienced transition before, then now we'll be a little bit stronger into it. But we've also got to be aware that it's okay to be vulnerable, because it's a new thing.
Exactly.
It's a new stressor.
It's okay to ask for help. We can't possibly know every single situation that's going to happen. And I like to use this analogy when some people kind of say, oh, well, why do we need to work with a coach? Because sometimes when you say anything that's about personal or business, and it's not like very high level C-suite type of coaching, people are, oh, what's wrong with me? Why do I need one? Well, if you want to learn the piano and you've never played the piano before, and I say, well, why don't you get this piano coach? I hear he's great. Would you say to me, well, what's wrong with me? Why do I need a piano coach? No, you'd be like,
give me his number.
Yeah, give me his number. That's great. I want to learn. I want to learn from someone who's been there, done that, who's experienced, who can teach me and translate these things so that I can enhance my skill set. And it's the same no matter what the skill is. Language, music, dance, movement, meditation, working on healthy boundaries, developing your public speaking, all of these things. There's nothing wrong with you. You are just looking to enhance your skill set. It's a tool.
But people are just thinking that they're going back at the bottom of the ladder, and that's just not how to look at it.
You know what I like to tell people is when you shoot a bow and arrow, in order to shoot it, you have to pull it backwards. So sometimes when we feel that we are being pulled backwards, we're just about to launch into something else.
It's for that momentum, it's traction, it's movement.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And movement is incredibly important. So many people get overwhelmed by the tasks in front of them. They're to kind of set up that business or to achieve that, weight they want to lift. It just seems so far away. It's insurmountable. But what does your coach do that when you go into the gym? They give you a progressive training regime that you then every week, you load up, you build it in, then you deload, right? And then next thing you know, you're lifting this weight. When 6 months ago it was like, whoa, that's way too heavy. You can't even pick